Hello, everyone. This is ex Joe Witness Testimony. What I'm going to discuss today is how unscriptural the Watchtower Disfellowship arrangement is. Of course, the Watchtower claim they got their disfellowship arrangement from the Bible. And one particular scripture they love to share is 1 Corinthians chapter 5, verse 9 to 13. Let's examine that scripture and prove that it's not, that their disfellowship arrangement is not scriptural. I'm going to read a quote from the New English Bible. That is 1 Corinthians chapter 5, verse 9 through 13. And it reads, I wrote to you in my letter not to associate with sexually immoral people, not at all meaning the sexual immoral of this world, or the greedy, or the swindlers, or idolaters, since then you would need to go out of the world. But now I am writing to you not to associate with anyone who bears the name of brother if he is guilty of sexual immorality or greed, or is an idolater, or reviler, or drunkard, or swindler, not even to eat with such a one. For what have I to judging outsiders? It is not those inside the church whom you are to judge. God judges those outside. Purge the evil person from among you. Let's use our common sense and logic that the Creator gave us. We can see here that Paul wrote to the Corinthian congregation as a whole. And he was telling them that if a person commit a particular sin, that you should not associate with that person. You just remove the person from you. Paul didn't wrote here that, or he wrote to the Corinthian elders and tell them that there need to be 3 elders. They need to form a judicial committee. They need to have a elder flock book, a secret book that only they could have, and they could use that to judge people, and also whatever particular sin they commit, they could ask them personal questions. What I'm trying to say is that the fellowship arrangement from the Watchtower is man-made. It's not scriptural. I don't think Paul said here he just wrote to the Corinthian congregation. If the brother is guilty of sexual immorality, the whole congregation know about it. Then they simply just remove the person. You know, they don't say nothing about no decent committee. It's treated by the elders. Whatever sin that person commit, on the elders can keep it to themselves and tell it, and they announce to the congregation that a person did fellowship, but you don't know what the person did fellowship for. You see? Totally different what Paul wrote here. And totally different what their fellowship arrangement is. Of course, one day I was watching, and I subscribed to this brother, Critical Thinker, and he was discussing how the Watchtower came up with the fellowship arrangement. And he reading the article from 1947 when they won the Watchtower, and it was saying that they would disagree with the Catholic excommunication people from the church. They say that in saying that a person commit, it should be between them and God. Nobody should judge. But he read from the 1952 Watchtower. I guess they had a chance of heart over 5 years, and they decided to come up with the fellowship arrangement. See how hypocritical that is? In 1947, they said that the Catholic were wrong for excommunicating people from the church. But now in 1952, 5 years later, they decided to accept the fellowship arrangement. They always want to bash the Catholic, but they take some teaching from the Catholic. That's in the name Jehovah Witness. Meaning Jehovah, I meant to say, not Jehovah Witness. And the point I'm trying to say is that the fellowship arrangement is man-made. I guess they use the fellowship arrangement to control members, to try to keep them in. But despite that, constant people leaving the organization despite that. So that's a point that popped up in my mind. And they always say that they got that fellowship arrangement from the scripture, but the scripture that I read speak different. And it also showed that, that their Watchtower was inspired for God to step up their arrangement. He wrote that to only for this Corinthian congregation. He never told them. He never wrote that to the Romans, the Galatians, Ephesians, Colossians, the Hebrew. He wrote that specifically to them. The only thing he told them that not to associate with a person, not to befriend the person. Just separate yourself and just remove yourself. That's all I want to discuss. I'm out of here.